One. Okay, guys, we are working on the water cycle on your packet here. So if you would like to follow along, once again, you can borrow your Coach North Carolina book. And if you want to follow along in the book, you're on page 32. So that's totally up to you. The water cycle here. The sun is a huge ball of hot gases that give off energy. And the energy affects matter on Earth, including water. Energy from the sun keeps Earth's water moving and changing. Water moves through living and non-living parts of the earth, but the amount of Earth's water stays about the same. Let's see if we can answer anything. The sun gives off you see it? Energy that affects matter on Earth, including water. Energy from the blank keeps Earth's water moving and changing through blank. Energy from where do we get our energy from? Where do we get it? We get it from the sun. Keeps Earth's water moving and changing through blank and non-living parts of the earth. If this is non-living here, then this has to be living parts of the earth. But the amount of the Earth's water stays about the same. Oh, I just gave you the answer. Stays about the same. A cycle is a process so we have not gotten to the cycle. A cycle is a process that has no beginning or end. It repeats over and over. Many cycles occur on Earth. Matter found in both living and non-living things move and changes through these cycles. The ability to make things move or change is called energy. You will learn more about energy in Lesson 8. The sun's energy is a driving force for most cycles on the Earth's surface of the Earth. So, looking back here, a cycle is a process that has blank beginning or end. What does it have? It has no beginning or end. Blank found in both living and blank things moves and changes through these cycles. Blank found in both living and blank things. We can figure out found in both living and non-living. Very good. So this one's non-living. And what is non-living? What is found in both living and non-living things? Where do we see it? Yep, matter. Matter found in both living and non-living things moves through these cycles. The ability to make things move or change is called energy. So your next one should be energy. The sun's energy is a driving force for most blank on the surface of the earth. I don't think we've gotten to that part right here. The water cycle is the movement of water between the Earth's surface and atmosphere. The atmosphere is a mixture of gases and dust that surround the Earth. The diagram below shows the water cycle. Water moves from the oceans and lands to the air and back again. Okay? The water cycle has no beginning or end. You can think of the water cycle as 4 main steps. The sun's energy warms liquid water to the Earth's surface. The water is found on oceans, lakes, and rivers. The sun's energy changes from that of liquid water to a gas. Evaporation is the change in a liquid to a gas. Water in the form of a gas is called water vapor. Water vapor rises into the air. It moves from the Earth's surface to the atmosphere. So let's see if we can answer it. The sun's energy is a driving force for most blank on the surface of the earth. So what is it? It's the main, or it's on back on this page right here. The sun's energy is a driving force for most cycles on the surface of Earth. Oops, I spelled cycles wrong. The blank cycle is the movement of water between the Earth's surface and atmosphere. I bet you could do this one without looking back, right? Yep, the water cycle is the movement between the Earth's surface and atmosphere. The atmosphere is a mixture of blank and blank that surround the Earth. The atmosphere is a mixture of, it's right there in that text. Yep, gases and dust. Gases and dust that surround Earth. The sun's energy blank liquid water on the surface in oceans, lakes, and rivers. Some of the liquid goes into a gas. The sun's energy blank liquid. Back over to this side. The sun's energy, look at step 1. What does the sun's energy do? Yep, it warms. It warms liquid water to the Earth's surface in oceans, lakes, and rivers. Some of the liquid to water to a gas. Evaporation is the change of blank to a gas. Well, what do we know about evaporation? It's a blank to a gas. It's a liquid to a gas called water. Do you remember? Come back over here if you didn't. Think about it. We've already read this. Water in the form of a gas is called water vapor. So the next one is called water vapor. Water vapor blank into the air. Water vapor blank into the air. Very good. Rises into the air. Blank pull water up through the roots of their stem and leaves. We haven't gotten to that part yet. We're on this paragraph right here with plants. Plants play a part in the water cycle. They pull up through their roots into their stems and leaves. Plants also release some water vapor into the air through tiny openings in their leaves. This process is called transpiration. Like evaporation, transpiration moves water from the Earth's surface into the atmosphere. So, going back to our notes here, blank pull water up through their roots and stems and leaves. Well, we should know that it should be plants pull water up through their roots and stems and leaves, and blank some water vapor into the air through tiny openings of the leaves, which is called, and so go back to it. Right here. Plants also, look at the whole sentence, because the whole thing is right here. Those next 2 questions are right here. So plants also release, so the next one is release, some water vapor into the tiny openings and leaves the process, which is called transpiration. I don't want to spell it wrong. Piration. Transpiration. As water vapor rises, So, now we need to look at step 2. Oh, the very first thing tells you right away. As water vapor rises, it cools. So the next one has to be cools.